as you probably all no doubt gathered, I missed my my granddaughter's birthday with this, which was a bit upsetting. But you know, what are you going to do? So I'm just going to carry on. But how's everybody else been? Have you all been okay? How's the house coming along? Curious. What's it? 7. How you doing? I'm okay. I hope you be totally healed ASAP. Yeah, well, you know, I got I got told some news the other day. So basically, supplies, studders. How you doing? So as you all know, I had a lot of tests done recently. And the tests came back and said it was this, and then the follow-up test said that it wasn't that, and you know, and now I'm being put on to yet another specialist, a stomach specialist, an endocardiologist or whatever. So how wonky are you? Yeah. So the long and short of it is that it's I have got something wrong with me. My doctor can't be definitive. I can't see the page properly. What's going on here? Oh, maybe if I put on the right glasses. Yeah, that would help, right? I'm sitting here thinking, no, what's going on? I can't see properly. Yeah, so the long and short of it is that that's better. Is that
Oh, hi, Mark.
Mark, yeah, exactly. The long and short of it is that I now have to go and see a specialist, and I've been put on the list to see this specialist, and then I got told that it's about 3 months before they'll offer you an appointment and get you on the books. So I don't know. As I'm sure most of you can probably appreciate, I just nothing like fast, speedy turnaround, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I've gone into like a bit of a pit of despair. I'm not gonna sit here and try and lie and say anything else, because you know me, I'm not like that. I've been spending a lot of time on my own. I've been doing nothing. Like most of you are on my friends list on Steam and stuff, and you can probably see how often that I've actually been on and played anything, watched anything, done anything, and I just, if I'm being completely honest with you all, I kind of feel like I hit that wall where I just want to give up. And please don't worry, I'm not going to. You know, I love my grandkids and my wife more than enough to keep me going through anything. You know, to keep me going through anything. And you know,
supplies.
Mr. You are Mr. Supplies. Yeah, exactly. But everybody has their breaking point, and I believe like the last it's not all just been about depression and me being in bed and whatever else. There has been a couple of new little things that have happened, which I should tell you about in a sec. But primarily it's because I've just given up. Like, it's like I've reached that point now where it's like, what's the point in trying? I've bought all the pills and potions, I've followed all the instructions, I've done everything I'm meant to do, and I'm still left in this position where I can't enjoy my life. You know, my back pain aside, you know, I wouldn't say that I'm not bothered by it. Obviously I am, but that's one of them things. That was cause and effect, right? Everything else is just effect. And I don't understand it. And everybody keeps telling me like it's in your head, you're doing this, the brain's a really powerful thing, blah 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 blah. Well, it's funny how my brain is affecting blood tests then and showing something that's wrong. So, you know, and the thing is that people say to me like, oh, you got to get up and get out of bed, you got to get down and do something. And it's like, I want to get up and do something. Like, I'm literally bawling my eyes out because I want to spend time with my grandchildren. I want to spend time with my wife, you know, like every other normal person does. Yeah, I want to do all of these things. I do not want to be in this bedroom. So, your back pain is caused by your handsomeness. Well, yeah, this is true, and it's, you know, it's a hard road to hoe, you know. It's so hard to carry such a pretty face. The mental fatigue must be unbearable, mate. It's unbearable, really, is it? You know, I'm, and I want to let you all know this, right? I will never give up, right? Despite how I sound. Despite some of the things that I say, we all know what I'm talking about. That never enters my head. Okay? When I say I feel like just giving up, I mean like I just feel like, well, I'll just stay in bed and I'll just do nothing. I'll talk to no one, I'll do nothing, and I'll just stay in there until they make me better. That's what I mean. I don't mean anything else. I don't want to mention the words. But that's never gonna be me. I'm never gonna give up because, you know, that's just not me. I've got too much going on. I've got too many friends. I've got a beautiful family, as I always keep saying. I've got a beautiful wife. I have a lovely home. I've got a lot to be here for. But I'm struggling. I am. I'm struggling a lot. It's 67 grandchildren. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's hard. It's, you know, like when you want to do something, and every fibre of your being wants to do it, and you can't. My friend Jimmy, one of my actual best friends. Actually, we've never met, but he is one of my best friends, and he's been buying me games and stuff to keep me occupied, to keep my brain active, and I haven't been playing them, and I feel so bad because he went to the trouble of buying them for me, you know, and it's like I just can't concentrate, I just can't do anything, and yeah, I feel bad then because he took money out of his pocket that he can't afford to give me a game that I want to play and just don't seem to have the ability to. And it's, you know, it's hard, but it's no harder than some other people have it. You know, I'm not trying to elevate myself to the position of where, you know, I sound like I'm more aggrieved than anybody else. I'm not. There are people out there that are far worse off than me. But one of the biggest reasons that I haven't been able to do anything is that the doctor kind of said to me, no one can compare to anybody. Yeah, exactly. We're all different. You're right. My doctor suggested to me, because I was going through that bout of insomnia before I stopped streaming, and I hadn't slept for ages, and I was literally in tears on the phone to him, like, you know, as I'm sure most of you can kind of understand. And he said to me, like, try taking a diazepam and see if you can get to sleep. Well, I did, and I went to sleep. Now, most of you know, because I'm very vocal about my sleep patterns and stuff, because it's like a prerequisite of depression, anxiety, and what have you. I was asleep by 11:30 at night. Now, for those of you who actually know me, you know that that's like, wow, that doesn't happen, you know. And I woke up a couple of times, and but I slept for around 11 hours, which again is unheard of. And I woke up the next day and I was so charged up. I felt on top of the bloody world. I came into my computer room. My missus got my PlayStation out of the bedroom, and we put it in here. And I got it all wired up. I got my Elgato card working properly, because, as some of you know, that's not been working properly until I wanted to play something on it. I did the art station was done properly. Loads of things were done. I tidied some of the room up, which still needs finishing because I couldn't finish it all in one day. And then, it was great. I was laughing, I was joking. My wife was in tears because she was like, "Oh my God, what, after one night's sleep you're like this?" And I'm walking around on top of the world. Everybody's looking at me like I'm a completely different person. Then the next day, I did the same thing again that night. And then the next day, like, I was feeling a lot better, wide awake, no tiredness, no nothing. It was really nice. But I wasn't all charged up like I was the other day. And I didn't pay any attention to it because, like, I just figured, well, you had a good day yesterday. You kind of get used to it again, being normal. It's perfectly okay. And I was able to continue on the rest of my day. So then it come to the next day. Oh, by the way, I had another 10, 11 hours sleep. Come to the next day. And now I have this really awful drugged feeling, which I have right now. And it's affecting my vision. It's affecting everything about me. Like, I wasn't able to get out of bed till just now, and in order for me to get out of bed, it was such a huge thing to just get up and move around. I'm not taking them no more because it was never meant to be a regular thing. It was meant to be like a stopgap to try and stop the insomnia. But I kind of have a feeling that maybe it's interfered with my other medication that I'm taking, and maybe it's caused a bit of an adverse effect. I don't know. Either way, it's like I can't do anything to get better. That's the way it feels to me. Now, it's probably a defeatist attitude. I get that. But I've lived with this now for over 8 years, as my wife pointed out the other day. I kept saying 6, and it's not. It's been 8 years. Actually knocking on 9 now, apparently, or coming up to 9, I don't know. And I just, every day has been a struggle. And it's not stopping. You just need some vodka with a tiny bit of lemon juice, just a bit, otherwise you'll get sick. So in the mornings, Zara, my morning routine is my wife squeezes 1 lemon into cold water, and I drink that before I drink anything else. I take supplements and stuff to help with natural vitamins and minerals inside my body every day. You'd be surprised at what I eat and what I take, because I've been all over this. I've been all through the information. See, I'm a doctor myself. Yeah, well, but this is the thing, you know. Like I feel like the waiting times, and you know, the lack of finding anything wrong with me. And I don't blame my doctor. I must emphasize that I do not blame my doctor. It's not his fault. But you're just waiting too long, and I'm getting older now, and it just feels like the older I'm getting, the less people want to move and do stuff for you. Maybe that's just in my head, I don't know, but it kind of feels that way to me. But yeah, that's why I haven't been streaming. I couldn't have streamed yesterday because I woke up at, I think it was about 9 o'clock in the morning, after going to sleep at half 11 at night. And at 12 o'clock I couldn't function. I had to go back to sleep, and I slept 2.5 hours. And then I was up for the rest of the day, and I went to sleep last night about 10:30, 11:15. So, you know, make out of that what you will. It's ridiculous. And then, you know, like I said, I have been going through a bit of depression and stuff, and I apologise sincerely, because I don't just put this here, I also put this on YouTube. I apologise sincerely from the bottom of my heart if I'm being depressive and whatever else, and it's affecting you. I don't mean it to. Just kind of getting off my chest my experiences, in case anybody else out there is going through the same or similar sort of thing. you know, you're not alone. If I am being really depressive, please feel free to just turn the audio off. I do sincerely apologise, but this is me, and I'm kind of hoping that anybody that's in here actually comes here to see me and what I'm up to, you know. So this is my channel, basically, you know. But yeah, one thing that has genuinely kept me going has been the few messages that I've had. You know, I got a message. I've had a few messages, so if I don't mention them all, please don't think that they didn't mean anything, because they all do. But the message I got this morning was, we need the supplies guy. And I'm gonna be honest, that's the reason I'm sat here right now. So like when I tell you guys and I say to you, and I know I say this a million times, and I know I say that saying a million times as well, and I apologize for it, but you know, just a message to somebody who's struggling can mean the world, and it can have such a profound effect on their life. Because before I read that message, my intention was to go to sleep again today, and because I've sort of thought about the message and thought, well, it's not going to kill you to go and do a bit streaming, I'm sat here now. So thank you. I don't know if you want to be called out, whoever you are. If you're in my Discord, you'll probably see it anyway. But yeah, it's just the power of other people. And
oh, hi, Mark.
we need to not underestimate just exactly how much power we have in all walks of life. Pitbull, how you doing, my old friend? How's things with you? Right, let's do it. I think I'm going to have to treat myself to a new set of paintbrushes, because I've been complaining about this one a lot, but considering I've given it a few days now without actually painting, it's very hard to get into the little bits because the head's knackered on it. Although I did watch a video the other night saying that I should clean my brushes with isopropyl liquid. I don't know, I've never tried that, but maybe that would be the key. What's this? Didn't I jump scare you today? I did, yes. No, not a complete one. You haven't got to that level just yet. You're close, but no cigar. But anyway, that's enough about me. How's everybody else doing? Are you all having a good time? Is life treating you well? Just while I wait for a response, I was watching one of these gurus. I can't remember his name, but I actually think he's great. He's an Indian fellow. And he turned around and said, live for the moment, because that's where you live. You don't live in the past, you don't live in the future, you live for the moment. Tomorrow you couldn't wake up. You might not wake up. So do something tonight. It's important to do something tonight. And it's such a simple thing to say, and if you actually analyze what he's saying, he's absolutely correct. And then he said also, don't concern yourself what's in other people's minds. I've been putting way too much time in Paleo lately. I actually went on there, I think it was yesterday, with Lindy and Mum Bear. For a bit, we did a little bit of cooking. I still need to go on there and do my weekly stuff. But yeah, I had a little go on there yesterday. Kind of fun. But you've been literally murdering the entire apple population, from what I understand. I haven't looked at chat yet because I'm doing a really small bit here. And this paintbrush does not want to play ball. I sold 125k gold for the seeds yesterday. Why am I not surprised? See, Pitbull's invented his own coin in Paleo. It's called the Apple coin. I've just put that away and cleaned it, and I've still got number 3 to do. Okay. I wonder how Furious is getting on with our housing plans. If you're at work, Furious, don't feel like you have to answer anytime soon. I'm just letting you know. I'm curious to see how all that's going along for you. And I genuinely hope it's working out well. Old Don the Chonk moves in a couple of days. I was speaking to him yesterday. He messaged me on Discord just to see how I was, which was really nice of him. No one into the raffle. Raffle appears start. Does it? Does it? Isn't that funny? Don is currently moving stuff. It's a van driver. Yes. So we can hate him. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I mean, let's put it this way, right? As consumers of his content, I believe he's let us all down. And people can feel free to record this, you know, as a customer complaint from us all. Right? Yeah, exactly. You know, and he hasn't actually taken our feelings into consideration. He's just selfishly thought, oh, I'll move house. You know, because of all of his merchant money from his mugs and stuff that he's earned off of us. You know, he's literally now he's moving to like a multi-million-pound mansion. You know, and we just have to wait until he graces us with his presence again, you know, and I just think it's unfair. Yes, he's moving to... Well, you see, the thing is that I think what he was building on Planet Coast, or whatever it's called, were the blueprints to his new house. You know, and I think he's given us a sneak preview. You know, I've always said it, if you want to hide in plain sight. Yeah, one markup. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, you got to wonder why. I don't know. For me, I just think that Mr. Chonk is definitely far more connected than any of us give him credit for. You know, when you look at him, he gives off this certain vibe, you know, that he hasn't got a clue, right? But clearly, he's one of the most influential people on Twitch, and he's affecting change in his own life. And I think we all need to be mindful of this, to be honest. He's literally a mastermind. See, I also think he has a full head of hair. I just think he wears a green cap, you know, to get sympathy votes. Do you know what I mean? I think the rabbit hole goes that deep. I bet he's got hair like Fabio in real life. That 128 was a water seed. I had a bunch of tomatoes, blueberry seeds sitting in storage that I decided to sell too. Still an impressive haul though. Very impressive haul. Is that something? Yeah, there you go. But don't believe people when they turn around and say they've you know they've got no money and stuff, because just look at old Don the Chonk. He's literally a multi-millionaire. I love that guy. I think he's so bloody genuine. You know, he often sends a message and stuff. I mean, we're not in contact every day, you know, but he often sends a message just to see how I am and whatever. It's just such a nice thing for him to do. Oh, I should have done chat, shouldn't I? Sorry. Let's go with do. Oh, you know what? We'll shout you all out. There you go. I keep forgetting that. I actually have a Stream Deck with that functionality on it. So what are you up to today, Studders? I guess you're at work, aren't you? What's it? Everyone. Oh yeah, there we go. Football. 6. Is that's not enough, is it? I'm hoping not. Oh dear. We're starting slowly, very slowly, to get out of the small little pieces of painting to getting into the bigger pieces, which means we are coming very close to the end. Clearly I was completely wrong with my estimation of how many streams it would take to finish this, because I didn't take into account me as well.